We will be focusing more on the top riders as the season comes to a close. Keep racing and push as your favorite rider till you become the Fan World Champion. After an incredibly chaotic weekend at the Australian GP, it ended up being a classic MotoGP race once again. I'd imagine there are a few people around the world right now having to face up to the prospect of eating a massive portion of humble pie. Sitting at the head of the table getting ready to serve is Cal Crutchlow. No British rider has won twice in a single season in the Premier class since the late legend Barry Sheene, way back in 1979. And the last time a non-factory team rider triumphed twice or more in the same season was Marco Melandri back in 2006. Cheers to Phillip Island and cheers to Cal Crutchlow on his second win of the year. Fast approaching, new asphalt, high temperatures, and the challenge of Sepang, where it's completely different and a lot warmer. The Malaysian GP is a must-see event on the MotoGP calendar and one that the racers and fans enjoy to the extreme. This year the layout is the same, but the surface and some of the banking and corners has changed, with work centered around resurfacing, drainage, camber changes, and runoffs. Now MotoGP returns to the venue to try out the changes for themselves. With just 2 races left to go in the season, we still have 9 rounds to go in the Fan World Championship, and the Malaysian GP is already available to race in the game. So race as your favorite rider and you could end up on our show and even sent to a race of your choice to hang in your favorite rider's pit box. Download MotoGP Championship Quest for free on your Apple App Store or Google Play Store and start racing today. In the race for the Fan World Championship title this week, 3rd place rider was Eugene Laverty, with Albert Indurawan being the top contributor and leading the Aspar Ducati contributors to the victory. Taking the 2nd place on the podium this week, Stephen May, racing as Alex Espargaro, pulling Suzuki riders through the finish line. Congrats to Stephen, Alex, and the Suzuki team for the victory. The contributor that led the team who pushed the hardest this week was Mode Carul, racing as Yanni Hernandez, pushing the Pull and Bear racing team to victory. Eugene Laverty and Yanni Hernandez are both on the Pull and Bear team, making 2 Pull and Bear riders on the podium this week. Mode, Stefan, and Albert are all new contributors who push their way to the top, showing just how easy it is to get ahead in the Fan World Championship. And newcomers still have a chance to win some amazing prizes. We have seen over 100,000 fans enter the Fan World Championship this week, and over 500,000 daily races run, and billions of points have already been scored. Engage with your friends and support your favorite rider while taking a shot at the awesome Brembo Brake Trophy, Tissot watches, Nolan helmets, and tons of other awesome MotoGP gear today. We will be focusing more on the top riders as the season comes to a close. Keep racing and push as your favorite rider till you become the Fan World Champion. Speaking of champions this week, we bring you the champion of our Paddock Babe of the Month poll from Twitter. And taking the cake is the incredibly sexy Natasha Bonelli. She enjoys to travel and be next to the beach and takes advantage of her amazing view along the way. She also lives on the edge for MotoGP and seems to be pretty good friends with El Doctor. Salute and cheers to Natasha. Thanks to all who voted, an extra special thank you to all you Paddock Babes out there that bring us such joy to share your globally recognized multinational beauty. Amazingly, at the race in Phillip Island last week, Rossi started in 15th and surgically cut through the field, finishing just ahead of Maverick Vinales to take an astounding 2nd place. Rossi is pushing for 2nd place in the world title. You can also support the doctor by signing the Rossi Award. By the people for Rossi. It's completely free and there is no risk of spam when you sign up. And also, take part in the Iosto Con Rossi Award photo contest. MotoGP Championship Quest and the Rossi Award are hooking up the top 3 contestants, with Valentino Rossi avatars each month. Use the hashtag #IostoConRossiAward as well as hashtag MotoGP Championship Quest and take a picture. Don't miss out on Moto news, events, and partnership opportunities. Subscribe and keep an eye out for email updates. Comment what your thoughts are below and then go start a race in the Fan World Championship. Big congrats to all the riders and teams who raced and supported the riders in this week's Championship Quest. Next up, MotoGP gets back on the track at Sepang International Circuit on October 30th to try out the new look of the venue for the 2016 Shell Malaysia Motorcycle Grand Prix, with Marc Marquez crowned champion and ready to cut loose. Well, that's all we have for you today, guys. We hope you enjoyed the show. As well as supporting our favorite riders in MotoGP, we will also be supporting riders in various other motorsports who suffer career-ending injuries through our partnership with Road to Recovery. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and don't forget to race as your favorite rider in the Fan World Championship. Taken the 2016 MotoGP World Championship at the home of Honda. Samurai Code of Honor, Discipline, and Morale. Could it give the MotoGP riders the edge they need for their battle in Japan?